Herbert to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Going right back to Ferguson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's complete to Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down. I looked there at the numbers for Worthy last week. He was inching up towards 200 yards receiving, couple of touchdowns, and I think you said it best at the end of the game. It was a pleasure to watch his performance, wasn't it?
Absolutely, because you and I both know none of those numbers came by accident. They were a result of him being in perfect sync with his quarterback, and boy, it was beautiful to watch.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And you see the numbers in last week's game for Warren.
17 carries, 81 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. But that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The Chiefs at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the press. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
On for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On the give, it's Warren.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Terrace Marshall,
52 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, it's Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That's a tough combination to defend. You know, Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle. Up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the deep...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs are pouring it on. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here's Warren.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. In motion, the tight end. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Pacheco will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Chiefs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Pacheco once more.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
2nd and 7.
Herbert now.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chiefs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.